Welcome to our gameplay presentation for Nature Calls. As you can see here, this is our most recent build, and I'll open it up now.
What do you mean? It was just on screen, Vom.
That's a good point.
It's right there.
So as we come in here, you'll see the menu icon or the logo of the game fade in, and after a sec, we'll go to the actual main menu. Due to conflicting actions between controller users and mouse users, considering it's co-op, we've restricted all menus to be mouse only, although anyone with a controller can pause the game or skip cutscenes, but you can't interact with menus without a mouse. We just found it to be easier. And so that you can hear us a little bit better, I'm just going to turn down the master audio volume, which we have all these different sliders that control everything, and they do work, but I'll let you experiment with it instead of us boring you, showing all the different options.
Yes, very important. They do work.
Yeah, they also save to your computer, so different playthroughs will show the same thing. So this is the Nature Calls team. We have all of our credits. We included our audio guy. Special thanks to everyone you might expect.
You.
And we also have a levels menu, just so we can get in and everything. There we are. We're gonna go in through the play button, since that will give us the intro cutscene. Going in through levels won't do that. So we have our two protagonists walking through, and they break the eggs. Rascal gets upset. As you'll be seeing here, we have dynamic text changing, where it goes through dialogue and displays the text. And also, per line, we give it one single sound clip, and it turns that into a voice. It's a script that I created. Every single word, it'll play one sound at a random pitch between a set of values.
Yeah, Von did dark magic.
I'm really happy with how it turned out. So they agree they'll help Rascal, not that they have much of a choice, and they start heading out. For our first day cutscene, that took place in the very early morning, and now it is afternoon, and Rascal will be meeting up with him again. As you can see in the top right corner, there is a skip button. There is for every cutscene in the game. So every level starts off with Rascal talking about what he wants from the players, and he gives them a chance to have some banter back and forth for some world building, and it shows off where all the items are roughly, or sometimes, if they're out in the open, it's a little more exact, but he'll usually give a path of where the object is. It's just up to you of how you can get there. Like in this cave, there's no obvious entrances. Rascal disappears. And go ahead, sorry.
Sorry, I was just gonna say we didn't want to ruin the idea of exploration in the game by just pointing at where everything was in the level, but we still wanted to hint at what you are collecting. So we met a happy medium with the cutscenes, I think.
Yeah, I think so. So now we can go. We get stuck in this room here. You have all of your controls in the bottom left and right, depending on the character you're playing. The little icons show you which side of the screen is which character. You'll have the items collected on the top, in the middle. So you can get a chance to test out your abilities. You have your spin from the duck, you have your jump, you can glide. It's all now fully animated. And as I showed you already, you can ride the turtle, now with animations, and it properly works. I would like to happily announce the Ghost Rider bug is fully gone, and that's a very happy announcement. Yes. But what we found is, with the thing we can do with the duck, we'll have it work. So we're gonna take the turtle and use their one ability, and we're gonna break through. The rest of the turtle's abilities just don't require button inputs. It's why it looks very lopsided. The turtle's a very natural puzzle-solving character, whereas the duck is more like a platformer that needs a couple extra options for abilities. So we can go over here, and there's nothing to do, but if we go over here and find a button, we can go in. I feel like I should probably let John talk for his level.
Yeah, pretty much what I was saying. It's just, this whole intro section is just to introduce the player to all of the mechanics. And it's just right off the bat, you know, turtle breaks rocks, turtle can help the duck jump up on platforms, And then the duck can cut leaves, opening up to the next section, which has water. And if the duck does fall in there, it will show how the duck is scared of water and responds, and why turtle riding and stuff is important. Yeah, you can just right there.
You guys just skipped over the other NPC.
Yeah, well, I kind of walked in the middle of it, but this is Olympia, which is John's NPC, and I'll let John talk about that.
Yeah, they're a cool bug.
Cool bug that knows about the valley possibly even more than Rascal does. It's unknown, and they live alongside Rascal, but they seem to be two high ups in the hierarchy over here. But the difference being that it's a very nice character you'll find in Olympia, rather than Rascal's manipulation and overall grouchiness. Although I am partial to him. I wonder why that could be.
I don't know.
So you'll make your way over here, and you can find this playground, and stepping on the different buttons will show you that, oh hey, that moves these up and down. So the turtle can make their way down.
We have cool button markers too for the characters.
Yep, to show what characters are supposed to press them. Go over here. We are playing this with just one person, so it's a little slower than it would normally be. So you'll see pressing that will actually bring this up. And if you walk over, you have a bit of a chance to get over before it drops. Get up here, pick up another collectible, and press this button, and that will actually stay up so that you won't be able to trap the turtle in once you've pressed it. We can go down here and meet up with our turtle friend again. I find it in single player, the riding capability is really nice, and especially for all the water parts now, it is a very seamless and easy way to do things. So if we go over here,
Yeah,
we can, we'll make our way up here. Because we find that these ledges right here lead the eyes up. And there's a chimney, but nothing else around. So if we look inside the chimney, go down. And where are we, John?
We're inside the Ranger Shack. Those cool items and stuff.
Yeah.
And we got some, you can see it's got a little bit of damage in here.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe you could go over those old planks and
It's
like...
a little weird with the
something might
planks
happen.
looks like they're a little chipped. So if we go on the button, oh, they fall down.
You broke it.
We did break the
Broke
place,
the
but
game,
it gives
man.
us a chance to get in here. Because if
Now
we look
you're the
around as the
human
duck,
with that.
there is a giant cracked rock that we can't open. And we've known from the intro that this is what the cracked rock does. It breaks open when you hit it. If we go up here, this cool tunnel, we have binoculars. And we have another one. Break through that, we go down. And our UI at the top is telling us that we still need one more collectible. And through exploration, you'll find, or if I was looking in the right direction as we walked in, because it's quite obvious, over here there's a gigantic chest. It's hard to miss.
Yeah, a lot of iterations on this puzzle because of like playtesting. Everyone kept
Yeah.
missing this cave.
Now it's
so I
very
just tried to
noticeable,
find
and it
one.
showcases the treasure chest immediately, which is very nice.
Isn't this
It
like
is-
iteration number 3?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Should also mention, duck can't break the chest open, but
Yes.
turtle can.
The duck can only cut grass, which we saw at the opening, but I might have forgot to mention that. But the duck can
Wait.
cut bushes, and but the duck can't break the. It's his wing slicing may be sharp, but it's not strong enough to crack rock, and the strength of the turtle's charge might be strong enough to shatter rock, but it's not sharp enough to cut bushes. So they complement each other nicely.
It's nighttime now.
Yeah,
Yep, this
yeah.
is level 2. Oh, here's some nice nighttime ambiance with like crickets and stuff.
It's also Miles' level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so this is kind of just going to be a little step up from the last level. Difficulty, skills, maybe not super difficult, of course.
Can you hear some snoring from this tent?
Yeah, tents are fun.
Going up in difficulty was not really an
Yeah.
aim of the game.
Yeah.
we wanted each region to kind of be its own unique exploration. Instead of having like increasing difficulty, we just want people to explore the different puzzles and regions you'd normally find at a campsite.
So yeah, this kind of first puzzle you can kind of do any of the puzzles in any order you want to actually, in this, but just going in order, I guess. This is the canteen one. It was flooded and now it's no longer flooded, so you're kind of helping the people there, I suppose.
Hope I'm sleep soundly.
There's no people harmed actually. Or
Yeah.
animals
Yeah,
harmed in this
no
game.
animals or peoples were harmed making this experience.
Well,
And then-
maybe one, but we'll get to that later.
Oh,
So
that's true.
yeah, I like in this level so you can just follow the paths and it'll probably show you it will show you everywhere to go, so you can't get lost very easily. You'll see that there's 2 buttons here, and you're gonna wonder, what can I do with these 2 buttons?
Have we stated what the first 2 regions are of the game?
I don't think so.
First
So the
region was
first,
the park.
yeah, it's the
and then
entrance
the
of the
second
park.
region was
The campsite.
This is the campsite.
Campsite.
You press on both, you'll open up the chest up here, featuring the namesake of our park, Treasure Valley. Which I don't know if that was stated before.
It is in the presentation.
Yeah, it will be there. Have another example of a
That's true.
campsite.
Yeah, explore a little. There's a bit of like
Here's some
story
snoring.
for each campsite. You know, maybe there's a hiker that lives there or something.
You have another example of a very large breakable rock.
hmm
Those awesome particle effects.
Damn.
Yeah.
Big rock.
Allows for both people to get through.
I did
And
try
there's
that
2
one
different
out.
paths we can go, but we'll go up here first.
This is
like
introducing the
those.
porcupine, not necessarily enemy, but obstacle. And if you hit it, it will kind of set you back a little bit to the last checkpoint. A little bit of an obstacle for that character. And you'll see that's kind of a little bit of progression from the last level, and it'll scale up a little bit more the next ones, where some levels have more porcupines than others.
Yeah.
And this is just the compass.
The porcupines only show up in our nocturnal levels because we wanted them to be like themed to the time of day.
hmm
But you'll notice again when we get all the way to Vaughn's level at the end.
And then this is our last puzzle. You can see the turtle can't go under there, and the duck can, but can't break the rock, of course. So you're gonna have to find a solution for that. And the solution is to step on this button here, lift up the log, turtle will break the rock, and then duck can jump over the log.
Maybe Turtle should work on leg day since they have 4
Yeah.
of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, you know, just a little area you can explore, but for time's sake, of course, you know,
Like-
the donut that you need, uneaten.
You can hear
Of course.
the sound of the glowing hovering as you are nearby a collectible. Disappears as you walk too far away. I collected all of them, so we'll go to level 3, which is Owen's level, the duck pond. The time of day changes now, though, as we're going from night to morning time.
Let's go. Early in the morning. Morning, twerps. So for my level, now that we're kind of out of the campsite and you'd be on like the very edge of it, we're now by the pond. So where people would be fishing, and one of the like natural sites of the Treasure Park. He's just telling you like baubles and plungers and shoes and all that crap. All the stuff he'd regularly want.
Everything for a healthy raccoon life.
Yeah, everything,
Exactly.
everything that a raccoon would need. So for my puzzles, I want to make sure that both characters were required for all 4 of them, as this level is all about getting across the lake using each other's skills. So of course you can't press that button as turtle. As Vaughn explained, they're coded. But there you are. You can get the shoe in the lake by having turtle stand on the button while duck goes retrieves it. Let's see if Vaughn gets this jump. I usually mess it up. No, look at that.
He's
going on?
fresh.
It's that PS4 controller.
Yeah.
So you have a few different options of puzzles you can do here. Vaughn, if you want to, you could do like the dock. I think it's fun. So the 2 button puzzles require one of them to hold the door or like object open for the other, while the other retrieves the collectible. Because I thought it'd be fun to both mess around with your friends if you're just like screwing with them with the door, but also requires them to work together to be able to complete them. Vaughn's doing it to himself.
Yeah. Just imagine that was
I
like
just-
with your cool friends you're playing with,
Yeah.
and not by
I
yourself
just really
only
like
in
the
your
idea.
room.
Yeah.
I like the idea that both of them are kind of doing something at the same time for the puzzle, even if it's just one standing on the button. It feels like you're helping. Make the jump on, you got it.
You can do it.
We'll check this out. Co-op.
He's gonna miss.
He
Oh, he
almost-
got it.
Oh,
So here's the treasure chest in the middle of the lake. The treasure chest kind of became iconic in our game for us, where we wanted it to appear in all the levels. And that's kind of where the park got its name from, as it has some actual treasure in it. A lot of the people during playtest like that puzzle, we noticed, even though it's not super difficult, just because it pretty much requires almost all of the skills in the game to actually beat. Vaughn, please kick the bucket over. Aw, Vaughn.
Oh,
He didn't
sorry.
kick the bucket over.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
and
We
the
have
basket.
rigid bodies.
And the basket, Vaughn, because I want to show them how there's 7 donuts instead of 8, because you ate the 8 to 100 miles. Yeah, there it is. All the donuts.
Rascal
Okay,
must not know about
that's all I
those
wanted.
just yet.
Yeah.
No way he'd pass up on
Oh.
those.
This poor bathroom has been shut off for decades at this point.
Which means this
Big
has got to
rock.
be one gnarly plunger. But you know what? It's what Rascal wants, so we'll get it. We feed the
There you
level.
go. Level 4.
Walk down to the water.
Or 3. On to level 4.
So we're now heading into level 4. Level 4 is Aya's level.
Quite the time has passed.
Yeah. So Aya's level is the forest area. So he's explaining over here all the things he wants in the forest. And we have some kind of witty back and forth here and there, but he mostly explains that this forest is very full of treasures, which is very intriguing to the duck because he is a little adventurous and he's snarky and he likes that kind of thing. So he'll show off these areas, but he won't exactly show off what you'll need every single time. We were aiming for a slightly younger demographic though, so we didn't want to go too heavy with the like having people feel lost or at anything. So we wanted to make it very obvious what you need to do. We clicked to this battery, which we've been stuck under the vines that are overgrown. And as we wander around, there's a button in the middle of the lake, which is pretty, or in the middle of the little pond over here, which is very intriguing. Step on it, something happened, and it's actually that door. If you go over here, if you're not able to make that jump easily, there are wooden boards that come up and allow the duck to safely get on and off, but for right now we need to stay there, because we need to go into this tunnel.
Keep that door open.
Yeah. Go in here. There's actually a collectible. It's the survival knife. If you go back out here, we
I
reveal
think you mean combat knife.
combat knife. If we go out here, you'll see the another rocky cave, which has actually been accessible the whole time. So it's a bit of an Easter egg that if you were replaying the game, you could show that off and say, "Hey, like I found a secret way to get through just a little bit faster." bit of a speedrunning technique. There we go. Drive by, catch the duck. Walk through the environment here. Bunch of
Vaughn's
big,
pretty fast at that now.
yeah, overgrown logs. If we walk over here, though, there was what Rascal showed
your
off
left.
was supposed to be some overgrown vines, and there we are. We can hear the jingle. You can see a bit of a glow inside. Cut it open. There's our candy cane. It's one of their items Rascal wanted. We can get back on. Go around here. Because whoever is maintaining this park, the rangers, put up little dividers to try and get people to walk around so they don't hurt their ankles. Back over here. If you can't make it up all the way, there is an elevator right here, which allows the turtle to step on it and bring the duck up. See what is a bit of a main ranger base of the levels. You've seen a few through here and out. Here's another one of the main ones, the other big main one being in John's level, but this is a bit of a base that you could have a bunch of other rangers because our park is pretty huge. So if we wander up here, this big base, we can hear that familiar glow sound. You can see it over there. It is a cassette player. Pick that up. That was something that Rascal really wanted. Go back down now. And over here, there's a bunch of lights. We can go see what's going on. And we found some buttons, so we'll have to make our way over there with the turtle. Because there's 2 buttons, and can't press them both with just duck.
Vaughn, you missed it.
Hey, it's all good.
Oh, what the?
Exploration.
He's using his.
It's the name of the game.
I didn't even know that. You could just go.
That didn't happen. So anyway, we finished our day in the forest. We're gonna make it into the evening of day 5, the last day, which is also my level.
Yeah, the last level, so, you know, go through all of this commentary Vaughn's given. We'll hand it off to Vaughn to
Yeah,
finish him off
exactly.
his level.
So essentially, Rascal's here, giving him all the details on what he wants. And ooh, cutscenes are a little jagged, but still works. So he's giving him all the info on what he wants. There's a soccer trophy. There is a lost flashlight. There's a bunch of witty banter in this one especially. I really like this line that's coming up. Sounds like you're bad at fishing. To which Rascal tells him to shut it. We have our last treasure chest that's even in the park, as Rascal will now have all of them once this is done. There's a lot of treasure in Treasure Valley, huh? Duh. And then he moves on. We'll have our final ranger base as well, which is just a little bit of an outpost that maybe just one of them lives at. And it has a hat that he really wants, so we'll have to get that for him. Go in, cutscene done. Miraculously, for some reason, the frame rate has gone way up, so thanks Unity. Always a pleasure. So if we make our way over here to the closest one, Striker starts talking to us, which is another character that I've made. He is a worm guy who will constantly chase after the ball while you're in, because he doesn't want you to score a goal on him. So you can show his AI for a second. He's going to keep pushing it. Even if he pushes it out of bounds, well, we could pretty easily just go. He's not very fast. I don't know how he said he was that good at soccer. He has nothing to say when he loses. He gets embarrassed and dives into the ground. But he does give up his trophy. I guess he's a man of his word. Take the trophy. Get our first thing. Yeah, he's a bit of a sore loser, but at least he's a man of his word. Right over here, now that you've finished, we've seen a 1 up here. Which is actually because now that this quest is complete, this area is now a soccer minigame that you can play. Which the same happens for this over here. Resets and you have 1-1. Go over here. 2-1. But I won't bore you with playing soccer by myself.
Okay.
And by that I also mean
99 on each.
Yeah.
So we go over here, we see a big breakable wall. We break through it as the turtle. We have a bush in here, so we need to get off and cut it. Pick up the flashlight, which actually surprisingly still was working.
There's Daniel.
There's Daniel.
Yeah, he's a hidden character. So if we go
Find
over
them on the
here,
wall.
the turtle can't really make it
All
on
the
this
ones.
bridge because of all the sleeping porcupines. They're falling asleep again because it's getting into the evening. The sun is setting.
It's snoozer time.
So we can swim over here. The duck is able to jump over it, but the turtle has to go around, so we might as well stay riding. Over here, if you look past the porcupines, we can see a glowing lure, which Rascal wants because he lost his last one. So we can go over here. Cut it. Cut some bushes. We found this one right here is actually the entrance. Go pick that up. And we can get back on. We're now at 3 out of 5, so we just have 2 left. And we go into this main area, which you could choose to do before soccer at any time. This is the central hub for my level that branches out to all of them. All of these...
Pockets.
yeah, all of the little puzzles.
Look, it's them again.
So we meet Olympia. Olympia is congratulating them and saying that they can't believe that it went so well. So we'll keep going. We'll push forward just to the end. We have some more bushes over here.
I don't know why they're not transparent.
We go over here, jump up, because these rocks are leading the eye up. But we can't get in. We can hear that noise though, so we can go over here and see what the button does. It actually opens the door. So we have a mini ranger base that we can go through. Oh, there's another soccer ball. It's too bad
Also an
that
axe on the wall.
Striker's not
Got
here
a
to
lot of
see it.
toilet paper too.
Yeah, well, he's stocking up because his head house is right there. He doesn't want to keep it in there. He's worried about getting wet. So we can walk back out.
Some weird raccoon keeps stealing it all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we must have to use the
Take it all
bathroom a
the
lot.
time.
So we have over here a chest that is suspended by a rope. We can
Final
cut
puzzle.
that. We can go break that. Opens, giving us our 5 out of 5.
Yay. We did it.
Now for the secret 6th, 7th, and 8th level.
So we meet up again with Rascal, showing him that we've brought all of our stuff. So they ask, are we good to go? Rascal says, sure, who cares? I'm a king. Look at my treasures. I'm rich. No one can have my treasures. No one. So then the music cuts out and you can see a bit of what appears to be an earthquake. Uh-oh. And Rascal, falls into his own mess. It's kind of, you could say it's what he gets for being a jerk. But they decide to not care and they walk away. Fade to credits. It's the end of our story, and likely the end of Rascal's story. So when this is done, it leads us back to the main menu.
Died as he lived, buried in garbage.
Yeah. There is back to the main menu at the end of Nature Calls.
Yeah.
It's a long one because it is co-op, but I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. We're
Thanks for
excited to present
watching.
this.
Thanks, everybody.